Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to install Ubuntu Server, the release of 2021 in VirtualBox within Windows 10. Now the first thing that you need to have is Ubuntu ISO image, which you can download it for free online. You can find the link to the official download page in the description box. I have already downloaded this. The second thing that you need to download is the VirtualBox if you don't have it yet. I already have VirtualBox on my Windows machine. I'll just go ahead with the installation. First step is open the VirtualBox. Click on the icon that says new to create a new virtual machine. You'll be specified with a text field to enter the name. I'll use Ubuntu Server 21.04. This is the Linux server, it's running Ubuntu. I'll just go ahead. Next step is to select the size of the RAM or the virtual memory that you would like to allocate to the virtual machine. The minimum requirement recommended for Ubuntu is 1 GB. I'll then move on with creating a virtual hard disk. I will use the default VirtualBox disk image as the hard disk file type, and then I'll pick the disk to be allocated dynamically. Then next, I will allocate at least 20 GB for the new OS. You can type in the numbers you wish, or you can scroll to the size that you want to allocate. Then click on create. Once the virtual machine is created, we go to the settings icon. There are two items that we need to set up before we turn it on. The first thing is on the storage. We need to allocate, or we need to specify the ISO image to be used during installation. You can do this by going to the storage, then select the empty disk icon, and on the right you can choose and specify the path where you have your ISO image. Then click OK, and you go to the network tab. By default it's not, you can use that one. However, I would like to use bridged adapter so that my virtual machine will be connected to the same network as the host network. Once done, we can go ahead and start the virtual machine. In the grab screen, I'll select Ubuntu Server, then press enter. Once loaded, you'll be presented with the option to select the language. You can use the arrows on your keyboard, the up arrow and down arrow to select. I will just move on with English and hit enter to proceed. If you are connected to the internet, the setup will try to check if there is an update online, which you can choose to update before installing, or you can choose to continue without updating. In this case, I'll just continue without updating for the sake of time. And then the keyboard configuration, I'll leave it the English US keyboard. I'll hit enter to proceed. The network connections, since I'm connected to a wireless network on the Windows machine and I selected the bridge adapter, my IP address has been detected, and I will hit enter to proceed. If you are using a proxy on your network, you can specify the proxy there. On my case, I do not use any proxy, so I'm going to hit enter to proceed. The setup has detected the nearest mirror for getting the package list, and I'm just going to move on. I'm going to hit enter. Now the storage configuration. If you're a new user to Ubuntu or a new user to Linux, you can use the entire disk. If you are experienced, you can select the custom storage layout. However, I will just select the to use the entire disk and set up a disk as a logical volume group. I'll go to done and hit enter to proceed. As you can see, the setup has created a new logical volume and has created these 3 logical volumes. I'll just go down and select done and hit enter to proceed. Then it will prompt you that the selected disks will be formatted. I'll give the go ahead to proceed. I'll select continue and hit enter. The next screen asks for you to set up your profile. You can choose any name. Server name, this will be your host name. Then I'll pick a username and I'll choose a password. Just use any password that is strong, hard to guess, but easy for you to remember. And retype your password to confirm it. Once done, then I'll go on the bottom, select done and hit enter to proceed. SSH setup, I'll select to install OpenSSH server because this is what I'll be using to log into the server remotely. There's no need to import SSH key at the moment, so I'll just select done and hit enter. Here are optional packages that you can choose to install. If you don't use any, you can just leave them. On my end, I'm not using any, but if you wish to install them at a later stage, you can always install them. I'll scroll down and select done and hit enter to proceed. As of now, the installation has started. I'll just wait for the system to install the base system, install the kernel, do some configurations, and once done, it will ask me to reboot so that I can log into the new system. This could take approximately 15 to 30 minutes depending on your processing capacity of the host machine. As you can see, installation is completed. I'll select the last option to boot now and hit enter to reboot. Now the server is rebooted. I'll log in using the credentials that I created earlier. As you can see, I'm now logged in into Ubuntu 21. I can check my IP address. Here's my IP address 192.168.43.28. I can connect to this virtual server from another host to this server. I'm just gonna open PuTTY on my Windows machine and specify the IP address of the virtual box, the Ubuntu server. I'm gonna log in with the username and password that I created on the Ubuntu. And I'm in. Well guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think on the comments. Bye.